Alright, let's get underway for 2015 LCS Summer Split. Winner goes to Worlds, and we'll be representing Europe. It's been a great series so far. We're up to game number 5 of Fnatic versus Origen. Looks like Fnatic and Origen have been swapping around this Gangplank, seeing who's better on it, who's been practicing it, if it's a viable pick, if it's not, since Gangplank just had his rework. Soa has been really putting a lot of work in on this Gangplank, doing immense amounts of damage, being a split push threat. Huni landing those barrels. Huni not so much with the barrels. Maybe they were picking it just to keep it off Soaz, but we'll see what goes on. Looks like Fnatic's going to stick with their same bans, maybe Origen the same. They might be changing the order. We'll see what goes on. So, Kalista targeting Niels. Niels has just been a great AD carry this split, coming up from the Challenger Series. And this is his first time playing on the professional stage, and he's been showing up. Great rookie. Can't wait to see him progress as a player in this, and as he maybe moves on to Worlds, maybe not. But even then, if he doesn't go to Worlds, seeing him in the spring split of 2016, seeing him grow as a player, looking forward to that. So we do get the Shen ban, we do get the Kog'Maw ban. Kog'Maw's been a champion for Peke to play. It's more of the poke champion style he's been playing lately. Kog'Maw just does an immense amount of damage once he has that tier and Luden's going. So we do have the Elise ban for Origen. Keeping that off Reignover, since Amazing really isn't that well known as an Elise player. He's more the Gragas Rek'Sai. So let's see what Fnatic finish up their ban with. Probably a Varus. Probably a Varus. It's a Varus. Once again, targeting Peke. He plays these poke champions, and mid Varus has been known to come back. It's been doing immense amounts of damage. It's like another version of the Kog'Maw, except it has more CC, but less. It's not as dominant as Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw puts out more damage, but it has more CC. So let's see with Huni. Let's see what Fnatic starts to pick in for them. And they do ban Sivir for Reckless. Reckless just being the more utility AD carry, not this I'm going to carry you, put you on my back like the Forgiven style of gameplay, where he picks Graves and just carries the whole game or Lucian. Not saying Reckless can't do it. Last year, Reckless was playing a lot of Lucian. He was this dueling AD carry who's been playing very well. So let's see what Fnatic start their draft with. Starts off with Lulu. Keeping that away from Peke, maybe forcing him onto a different champion that he's not used to playing. I would like to see this Lulu locked in for Fnatic. Really forces Peke to play something a little different than he has been. Maybe force him on a Victor or an Azir. So we do have the Lulu pick up. Maybe that could go to Febiven, but it also can go to Huni. Huni's been known to play it. Speaking of rookies, we also have rookies on the Fnatic squad as well. Huni, Reignover, and Febiven, and all three of them are rookies this split. All of them doing very well. Seems like all the rookies in European LCS have been doing very well. And I hope all of them keep growing as players and continue their streak as being top tier in each of their roles. So we do have the Janna lock in. So now Janna and Tristana. Janna being locked in, Tristana being locked in. Looks like we're just going to have a safe laning phase for those two. Not really much. Those two really don't want to do much in lane. They just want to have a nice safe laning phase, farm up. Azir being hovered for Febiven. That would be an interesting lock-in, give Huni Lulu, but I doubt that's going to happen. So we'll see what Fnatic decide to lock in. Looks like we're getting the Olaf, potentially Olaf. Reignover's been known to play Olaf. It's been a comfort pick for him, whether in solo queue or professional play. It looks like we're going to give Corki to Reckless. Yeah, Rainover has been known to play this Olaf. He's been playing it throughout the summer split. And when I first saw him pick it, I was a little leery about it. And when I saw him pick it, I looked up his solo queue games and saw he's been playing it a lot. Not recently, but on and off. It seems like a comfort pick just for him to go back to if something wasn't going right, or he'd rather be playing this Olaf. And I guess Fnatic knows about Fnatic. I guess they've been just working it into their team comps, especially with Lulu. You can really do some interesting stuff with the Ragnarok, the Whimsy, and the Ghost. You could put that Viking can become very fast, and he will hunt down the Tristana or what other mid laner they put in. So in this case, Shurima or Azir. So we got the Gragas for Amazing. It seems like Amazing's comfort champion would be Gragas, Lee Sin, or Rek'Sai. He's not much of the Elise player. He can play it, but he just looks so much more comfortable on Gragas or Rek'Sai or even Lee Sin. So we got the last rotation for Fnatic right now. We'll see what they lock in with. We'll see. I doubt they'll pick the Twisted Fate. It just doesn't make sense. So it looks like we do have heavy hard engage. So we could see a Leona out of Yellow Star, or even something like Annie. Especially with how heavy engaged it looks like the rest of Fnatic are. Looks like they're going to want a heavy engaged support champion. Maybe even an Alistar. We'll see how they wrap it up. So we got the Rumble for Huni, and we got the Annie for Yellow Star. Origen saving their counter pick for Soaz. I think right now, with the meta that we're shifting to, with these top lanes just being so immensely strong right now, it's going to be the top lane counter picking, which is a lot different from how it used to be with the mid lane being able to counter pick all these unfavorable matchups. But now, since these top lanes are just coming back, we got the Fiora rework underway. She hasn't been played yet, but with that new Fiora rework, Darius and the new items coming out with these Dead Man's Plate and all these new items, we might see some new top lane crazy picks. We could be seeing the Darius come through, Riven might come back, we might see Fiora, and we'll see how all this goes underway and see how the top lane, it's going to be a top lane heavy meta soon with these top laners carrying. And Gangplank's going to be one of these champions that carry as well. So we'll see how Origen versus Fnatic Game 5 goes. It looks like Fnatic has this early game composition with the Rumble Corki, and Origen have this scaling comp, so it's going to be on Fnatic to take this game and run with it early. If they don't, it's going to be a quick game then. Origen, if they can make this game last, it should go to them. But we'll see how everything goes on the Rift. Game number 5, winner goes to Worlds and represents Europe. If Origen does win, Fnatic also goes to Worlds due to championship points. But if Fnatic wins, H2K goes to Worlds due to championship points, and we'll be joining them. But we'll see how this goes. And Origen will be able to run the gauntlet though, so there isn't the end for them. Alright, game number Daylor and Ducky welcome to their team before they have to exit the stage. Game number 5 almost underway. Ducky and Daylor shaking hands, and they're getting off the stage to watch the game in the back. And we're getting ready for game number 5. We'll see how this goes for each team. Both of these two teams doing very well this split. Fnatic going undefeated in the summer split, and Origen really showing what this new team is, and that they were able to make second place coming from the Challenger Series. So we're getting onto the Rift. Looks like we're gonna start off. Looks like Fnatic wants to invade, where Origen, you can see that they're starting up their line of scrimmage, just to check for invades.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So, looks like Soaz is going top, just setting up some barrels just to make sure no one invades. Alright, they ping that they're going to start invading on the bot, on the cut through there. We got Rain over, Yellow Star, and Huni sitting in the brush waiting. Flame Spitter going. Febivin right behind it. Crowd chanting for Origen. Looks like we're getting some vision going from Fnatic. Getting some deep vision. Reckless just hanging out bot side. Origen really not responding with any deep vision, so they're going to be in the dark. Literally, of where their enemy duo lane's going to go. Yellow Star getting the vision on Krugs. Got some vision on Krugs, red buff, and the entrance to Wraiths, where Origen just have vision of the red buff and the entrance to their jungle. Blue side and red side. So very defensive wards from Origen. Makes sense since they just want to scale. I think Tristana is going to get pinged on a ward. Tristana is going to get seen, so the lane swap is underway. So once they see Tristana walk over that ward, they're just going to start moving. They're going to send their double junglers to the bot side, on the safer side. Yellow Star doing some invading. It looks like neither team is going to get a freeze on their waves, and they're just going to check the enemy jungle. Yellow Star getting very great. Yellow Star just antagonizing them, just being a nuisance, popping a barrel, getting some free money. So the double jungle starting really set it Soaz behind on that one a little bit, not getting the full camp. Alright, so Mithy's just trying to figure out where to go at this point. He doesn't want to go to lane because he doesn't want to take the XP from Niels. Febivin getting hit by that Azir, by that Sand Soldier. Didn't look too happy about that. So it looks like we're going to see the normal fast push that we generally see. Amazing taking some damage from this red buff. He looks fine though. He's trying to smite in a second. There's the smite. Get some health back. Alright, so we're getting the normal fast push. Getting rid of the first turret. Tristana is great for taking turrets early game. She has that bomb that she can place on the turret, her charge. Now we got, once again, the fast push. 4 members down bot side, 3 on top side from Origen. Gragas doing some farming, since he was set behind from that Annie. Nothing too bad. Soaz taking some of this turret out. Looks like they're going to try and kill this turret now. I don't think they're going to get it. It's going to have too much health. Soaz taking some damage from this turret. Oh, ouch. Takes 2 turret shots. He's down to like no health. Starts popping his flask. This is not going to be good for Origen. They're not getting the freeze they want. They have to shove that wave in again, where Huni, on the other hand, the way the freeze works is that they don't want any minions to live as the turret dies. And now, since there was still red minions up for Fnatic, the wave is going to push in towards Fnatic, so their top lane doesn't have to overextend and have the potential to be ganked, whereas Soaz has the potential to be ganked right now. Rain over doing some warding. Yellow Star about to do the same. Probably going to go in, ward up for Febivin. Just keep him safe. Mithy doing the same thing. Placing the pink in the brush. Clearing out this ward from Fnatic. Ping's on the pink though. They know it's there. So Rumble is going to have an easier time in this lane opposed to Gangplank. He's going to be able to farm, and he doesn't need as much money as this Gangplank will. Febivin taking a little poke, but he's just going to block it with the Whimsy and the shield. Gangplank helping us amazing still. So Huni taking some damage from that explosive charge. Niels is going to be able to really put some damage on this turret, opposed to how much Corki will later. Just land that charge on there, get some autos in. Ghost pops by Rainover already. Flashes from everybody. Flashes from Janna. Flashes from Huni and Niels. Yellowstar coming in. Soaz TPing already. Flame Spitter on Niels. Everything is going on Niels. Niels is down. First blood for Rainover. Soaz chunking out Yellowstar. Soaz gets a kill on Yellowstar. Rainover and Huni going after Janna. Janna cuts through that barrel. Rainover taking damage. Rainover gets the kill on Janna. Soaz taking out Rainover. Huni's just left. Huni versus Soaz. Gangplank eats the orange. Parry flashes away. Triple kill for Soaz. Walks away great. That is dire for Fnatic. That is not good. This Gangplank is ahead in a lane swap. Gangplank really doesn't do too well in lane swap, so we're going to get the replay of it. Flash from Janna. He has to flash away from the Harpoon. Both of them have to. So now we get the TP right away, and now they drop a ward. Yellowstar flashes in to get to the stun. Niels is down. They pile on him. Now they go straight to Janna. She pops a potion and a mana potion to get more CC out of it. Maybe land one more shield or one more Howling Gale. As they kill Janna, now Soaz is the only one up. He's going to be able to take this. Dangerous Game pops him up a bit. So now he lands, throws another barrel. Huni gets away from the barrel, chucks the Flame Spitter at him, eats an orange, parries away, flashes the auto. Triple for Soaz. That gives him a Sheen, boots, and a longsword. And a potion. This Gangplank is looking pretty good right now. Rumble on the other, Huni took a needlessly first item, which is a little different for Rumbles. A lot of them seem to go straight to this Haunting guy's first item, where Huni seems to be going straight into a needless. We don't know exactly what he's building out of it, but he's using that. It looks like he could do Zonias since he does have Amp Tome, but we'll see from there. Right now we have amazing babysitting Soaz due to how far he's pushed out from the freeze of that turret. Fevivin clearing some wards right now. So so we'll see what happens from here on in. Huni freezing the lane, making Soaz have to work for his farm right now, making him overextend, playing some mind games. Is my jungler behind me? Is he behind you? Huni going right in, but we got Gragas right behind. Equalizer down. Equalizer down, doesn't hit Soaz. Soaz drops the cannon barrage. Amazing jumps right in, gets the kill on him. Soaz pretty much dead at this point. That's a dead the Viking chases down the pirate. Now we got a shutdown for Rainover. That's going to give him some extra gold. That Equalizer missed Soaz at that point and just kept him like boxed in the little corner, not putting as much damage, but it did zone Gragas away until he decided to body slam over it. Not as much damage as he would have liked to have done with it. So now we got front lane Niels farming up on this Tristana, has the Avarice Blade, has the pickaxe, another longsword and boots. Where Corki, on the other hand, just has a Ruby Crystal, 2 Dorans, and a longsword. So Corki doesn't really want to trade right now. He'll just poke with his rockets. Looks like Peke's doing his job, shoving up the lane. Pretty much a standard mid lane fight right now between Lulu and Azir. It's going to be a farm fest. Lulu's going to Glitter Lance the wave, Azir's going to Sand Soldier the wave, and it's just going to keep going back and forth. Except Azir's going to be able to have more pressure on the turret. He's going to be able to poke it further. Rainover's going to get pinged on this ward. He's trying to see if they can collapse on this gang on Soaz. He's a little further out. They're pinging him. They know he's still there. So they're looking. They know something's up. Origen knows something's up right now. Amazing coming up just to be reacting at this point, just so that it's a 2v2 dive, not a 1v1. Huni kind of backing off at this point. Soaz picking up some farm now since the wave finally got shoved into him. They're gonna try for a two-man gank. They're not gonna really get anything. They might burn a flash, if that. I don't think so. Does land the axe, but Azir's just gonna walk at, just jump away. So we got Yellow Star clearing out some vision. Just the clearing the vision right now. Peke's gonna pick up his blue buff now. Oh, blue buff reset. That's unfortunate. Happens though. Nothing too bad. It's not gonna miss anything. Soaz and Huni going at it. We got the orange eaten. Equalizer down. Cannon barrage down. Soaz flashes away out of the equalizer. Huni just walks out of the cannon barrage. So we trade for flash and ults. Febivin taking some damage from the Sand Soldiers here. Really nothing out of the ordinary with that lane, like I said. It's just going to be a back and forth fight of Glitterlance versus Sand Soldiers. The only thing is that mid lane turret may go down earlier than Fnatic wants it to. So Yellow Star and Rainover hanging out bot side with Reckless. Maybe they can see if they can set up a gank with the Splash Tibbers. Origen trying to do Baron, trying to do Drake. Looks like it's gonna be spotted easy. Annie and Olaf pushing them away. Gangplank's shown bot, so they know Gangplank's down bot side. So we'll see what Fnatic try to do to respond with this. Gangplank just walking up top lane at this point. No point of burning with TP. Nothing needed there. Really wasn't a point of him going top before that, so... Oh, Soaz being cut off from that CS. Just gonna set up a barrel. Huni's gonna take a barrel, probably. Ooh, lands a torpedo. Gangplank just clearing out this wave. It's frozen right in front of... It's not... Yeah, it's frozen right in front of him. He's gonna push it out, though. Huni just sitting there waiting. Right now, still the standard mid lane, Lulu's Q in the wave. So we got Soaz an amazing top side. Looks like Rainover's coming up, same with Yellow Star. Equalizer down on Soaz. Cannon barrage goes, Ragnarok goes. He ghosted, he's after him, he's after that pirate. Annie comes in, lands the stun. The Viking gets the pirate again due to the help of Annie. Mid lane goes down too. Mid lane turret goes down. Lulu couldn't hold it any longer. So they're going to take top at this point. Trade mid for top trade. Looks like Fnatic... looks like Origen's rotating bot, trying to grab this Drake and this bot lane turret. They're easily going to be able to grab this Drake and this... Maybe not on the bot lane turret, but they will be able to get this Drake, no problem. Since they know Rainover's top side and they know Annie's top side. Oh, they do get the bot side. Corky not even going anywhere near it since they have no idea. He has no idea where anybody is. He's just gonna wait for the farm to come to him. Play it safe. Looks like they're gonna get some damage done on this turret a little bit. Nothing too extreme, just a little bit of damage. Gangplank just picking up the farm. Gangplank 20 CS behind Huni at this point, due to the freezes that Huni was able to lay down. Febivin being a nuisance, stopping the recall. So it looks like they're trying to siege this mid turret, but it doesn't look like anything's gonna happen right now. Just from wave clear from Tristana. Gangplank pushing out a little bit. Bot wave shoving in. Now it looks like the vision over the red side jungle for Origen is needed. The clearing out from what Yellow Star did to it before when they all went up top side. Amazing gonna get this red buff, no problem. Huni taking as much farm as he can. Looks like Fnatic's trying to pick up this blue for Febivin. Not going to be much of an issue. Febivin really needs this blue buff. So Azir shoving in again. Picked up blue for Febvin. Tristana's still trying to farm. She only has a BF sword, an Avarice blade, and a pickaxe. Does not look too good for Niels right here. We do see Quirky coming in. Quirky with the Valkyrie over, gets Buster shot away, lands the big one, misses the rocket, but Febvin comes in and picks it up with picks. A little out of the ordinary for Niels. Niels isn't one of the AD carries to be caught out for doing something like that. A little off for him, but Gangplank is split pushing right now. Yellow Star still keeping that vision strong in that red side jungle. They really want us to keep this Baron side warded. Blue buff picked up for Azir. Febvin doing his normal Lulu things of shoving in the wave, where Peke is responding with it. It's gonna land the Tibbers. Cleanses immediately. Cannon barrage down already. Tibbers down as well. Big one, lands a glitter lance. So Tibbers for cleanse. No flesh needed for Annie, but Peke also had to flesh out of that. So they get the flesh and the cleanse out of Peke. Pretty good for Fnatic. That still leaves Annie's flesh up to maybe re-engage on that later. Mithy doing his Mithy clearing out the vision now. Making sure Fnatic can't see what's going on their red side and in the river. Huni clearing out a pink ward towards bot side. He's responding to the split push of Gangplank. Azir pushing out this mid lane still. Looks like it's just going to be a slow game right now, which Origen is fine with. They just need to scale. Fnatic need to keep pushing advantages right now. We do have the early Aegis from Reignover from all those kills he was receiving. Really good pickup for him, keeping Azir's damage low. We should be seeing an Aegis from Fnatic as well. I mean from Origen as well. Alright, so anyway, Huni sees Soaz's recall and Ghost pop by Reignover. We got the teleport in already. He's going to try and do as much damage as he can. Soaz gets out with the teleport. No one really there to cancel that teleport. Olaf and Rumble don't have the abilities to stop it. So Reckless is going top to pick up this farm now. Looks like we're going to just have some more clearing of the vision again around Drake now, since Drake is being a potential, is going to be up soon. Maybe they're looking to catch Niels out again, the way he's overextended. Niels really doesn't have vision to be doing this. Yellow Star clearing away, Yellow Star killing that minion. 17 CS for the support. I mean 17 gold for the support. So we're still keeping the Fnatic's trying to keep the vision, but Origen has been responding pretty good by clearing it out. So it looks like Reckless is just going to push this wave. Niels is unseen right now, so they don't know Niels is there, but Niels doesn't know if anyone's behind Reckless. So they're just going to kind of stay there. Looks like they're trying to catch Niels out. There's a bunch of pings, but I don't think they really want to go for it. I think their concern is more mid. Niels is trying to literally catch up with the farm. So let's see what happens here. Rumble and Yellow Star both coming mid. Quirky's mid. Rocket's being sent through. There's the Howling Gale sent through. Rocket lands. Azir lands. Equalizer just chunks Peke, and the Flame Spitter gets him. Niels is... Mithy's going to go down right away, too, to the rockets and all that. Cannon Barrage down. Doesn't work. Tristana's still free farming at this point, though. We'll see if what this is going to cost Origen for to give Niels all this free farm. It's costing them mid lane turret, a Drake, and a mid lane turret, Drake, and 2 kills. So let's hope this split pushing Tristana is worth it. Febvin coming to collapse on Niels with Huni. Febvin doing as much damage as he can, and so is Niels. Niels flashes away. Amazing there. Lands the Q. So as there's Huni Zonia's. That's going to be a dead rumble. Amazing picks up the kill. Niels almost dying for being once again overextended. But his team comes to the aid, so here we go. Here comes the Shurima shuffle. The Monsoon's down way too early. It doesn't affect him. The big one lands, and then another Casking Blast. The Gragas ultimate pushes Reckless right into that cannon barrage. Looks like Fnatic's just gonna come in and steal this red buff. Nothing really Origen can do about it. Once again, just normal farming at this point, clearing of the vision. Niels is gonna see the red buff is gone. It's just gonna kill the small one so it respawns. It's gonna go topside, pick up that farm. Nothing really interesting going on right now, just some normal farming. Feb have been picking up a blue buff. It looks like we're gonna have our Baron dances now. Fnatic having this red side jungle warded up, clearing out the vision, making sure it's their jungle now. So they can be, so it'll force Origen to face check into this. Look at the amount of wards in this red side jungle. It is very dangerous for Origen to come into this. So as on the other hand, we do have the split pushing Gangplank that Huni has to answer. He might not make it to that turret in time because Gangplank just chunks these turrets down with those Sheen procs. So it looks like Fnatic's gonna try starting Baron, but they're gonna get spotted with the Scrying Orb. See, Gangplank taking down this turret quickly. It's gonna grab this, it's gonna grab those Krugs too while waiting for the wave. Yellow Star and Reckless still clearing out vision. Right now it's gonna be a vision war over this topside jungle. Let's see how this goes from here. Looks like Niels is gonna shove out again. Hopefully he won't get caught out. Looks like they're pinging him. Niels is gonna get caught. He's recalling already. He's not gonna make it against Lulu. Cannon Barrage used defensively. Buster Shot used defensively. Something Gangplank really doesn't want to do is use that ult defensively. He wants to use that offensively so he can force people that don't want to be there to be stunned and to be slowed, so his team can collapse on it and just close the gap quicker to press more damage. Lulu putting out clear. Looks like we're having the standard still of the wave clear on each side being still very strong. Lulu clearing a wave. Huni coming up after he shoved in bot. Now Gangplank going back down bot side. Looks like we're having our Baron dance continuing, clearing out the vision. This vision game being very important for Origen and Fnatic. Once again, pink ward gone. Ping's being pressed. There goes Fnatic going right in onto Amazing. Equalizer down. That's going to be dead Amazing. Once that coin was popped, they knew they wanted to go after him. So as though really pressing on this turret. He may get this. But Fnatic responding by pressing on with this Baron. This Baron may go down. So as nowhere near. He has no teleport wards to go to. Now he has a ward, but I don't think he really wants to teleport there. Teleport coming down. Peke doing an immense amount of damage with them in the choke. Reignover taking some damage. Annie down. Tristana goes in. Tristana takes damage. Flash Monsoon. Huni's down. Reckless Valkyrie's out. Reignover barely gets out, and Febvin just walks away. So we may have a replay of that. I'm not sure. Neil's pushing out mid again. Trying to shove as much as he can before these Baron-empowered minions start shoving it back. Devin, press his Q. Alright, we do have a replay. Annie's already zoning. The Gangplank ult's down. He has the flash W. No Tibbers yet. Shurima Shuffle misses everybody. And he's just sitting there, hitting there with the Q. He goes in, he sees Hooney's low, so he goes in. Flash Monsoon by John, keeping him away. But everyone else is just... Everyone disengaged and got out in time before Origen could pick up anymore. So Yellow Star zoning everyone away, takes the death for it, but keeps everyone on his team safe. Looks like Fnatic's gonna pick up this Drake. Origen kind of trying to contest this. They really don't want Fnatic to get this Drake. Tristana shoving in mid. Hooney teleporting in already. And here comes the teleport. You see the Valkyrie come in. Fnatic pinging bot side. Amazing recalling already. Cannon barrage down. Looks like we're gonna have a base race. Niels just pushes mid turret, and then we got Fnatic pushing top turret. I don't know why you'd want to race this against Fnatic. I mean, against Origen. Tristana's gonna chunk this. Rain overtaking damage. Wild Growth activated. Corki pushing top. Corki lands the kill on Soaz. Oh, Glitter Lance does. Nice curve with the Glitter Lance. Corki fleshing in aggressively on Azir. Azir down as well. Reckless gets Fnatic. Reckless gets Azir and pushes Soaz back. Then Yellow Star and Hooney shove back on Mithy and Niels. Fnatic take the inhib bot side, and Origen, they don't get anything. They just get the mid turret down. Not too good for this Origen squad here. Now Fnatic just taking everything in the Origen's blue side jungle, and they're gonna pick up the Drake. Soaz going down was dire to that. He could not go down. They needed that wave clear, and once Soaz went down, the amount of burst damage was gone, and it's just more consistent damage of the Azir. And Azir just becomes very squishy if he's able to get stuck. If Corki's able to get to him with a Bork. Neil's just trying to farm and just become this unstoppable Tristana. He already has this Shiv and IE. He's almost at Bloodthirster. Corki still has Trinity and Bork. He's probably working towards Bloodthirster or Infinity Edge as well, judging by his items. Still, we finally see the Aegis in for Amazing, but it's gonna still be a lot of damage coming through with all this AP. Amazing taking some damage from the poke of the rockets and the harpoons. Peke taking some damage. Cannon barrage down again. Not really stopping much. The Fnatic takes mid turret. Now there seems to be rotating top, keeping the vision gone in this red side jungle. There's only one ward in the red side jungle for Origen, and they really don't want to go in there with the likes of Annie. With Annie there, you don't know where she could be with a stun and how many people behind her. And that stun is unforgiving. Looks like Fnatic's gonna try and push this top turret. Everyone up. Olaf Whimsied, he lands the Q onto that. Neil's taking some damage, but he's just gonna heal it up with the Bloodthirster. Hooney flanking with Yellow Star. Top turret down. Easy for Fnatic to take it. Now they're just gonna clear the vision out and leave. Maybe push mid. Now Origen also have to answer that bot wave of super minions coming into their base. Looks like they're trying to land a flank or something with everybody still here, and the fact that they don't see that they see Neil's top, so they don't have to worry about the Tristana, and they know Gangplank's down bot. So Peke takes some damage from the equalizer, but gets out. Corki's just going to take the Azir turret and leave. Gets a free 100 gold. Free 100 gold for Corki. Looks like they're taking Krugs, and they're probably going to get out and just keep pressuring it and take turns by recalling and buying stuff. Amazing. Neil's still farming. He has his Bloodthirster, so this Tristana can be a force to reckon with at this point. He is a monster. If he's able to land the right kills and get the rocket jumps going, he can chunk out this Annie or Corki fairly fast. Especially with the burst from Soaz and the consistent damage from Peke. So, still not over for this Origen squad, even though they are down an inhibitor. Also, Origen do scale better. So, Fnatic are on a timer. Right now, we do have the Baron dance going over once again. Once again, we are hiding in the brush. I don't know if Mithy knows they're in that brush. I don't think so. No, it's not warded. Origen trying to take control over their red side jungle, but it doesn't look too promising. Janna pressing a little too far forward. Flash Tibbers, that's a Mithy's out. Mithy's down now. Niels is in a bad spot since Mithy went down. Niels is going to get collapsed on easily. Corki and Rumble are going to be able to take out Niels, no problem. Bork's coming in. There's the Bork. There's the rocket. The flame spitter. That's a Baron for Fnatic. No Tristana. No Janna. Looks like looks like Origen want to shove in mid, but they still don't know where everybody is. Fnatic easy Baron. Unfortunately, Niels is just not having a good game. Getting picked out like this twice in one game, almost 3 times. So let's see what happens from here on. Second Baron for Fnatic. Fnatic really pushing in this mid wave. They have the Baron minions. They have everything they need. Ping's going down on the mid turret and the bottom inhibitor since they know it just respawned. Huni going down to start pushing in bot side. Looks like Azir just picked up a blue buff, so we got the push now on mid lane. Corki just gonna land these rockets and start poking with all the glitter lances and the whimsy. Niels takes a lot of damage. That Janna shield is not gonna protect him for long. Annie getting a stun onto Amazing. Looks like Fnatic's just gonna pressure this turret while they wait for Huni to shove up bot lane. Reckless does take a big amount of damage. So does Yellowstar with that barrel. Reckless will just heal it up with Bork though. He's gonna do that red buff, no problem. Heal most of it back up, do wraiths. So not a big deal for Corki to take that much damage. Unfortunately, Annie has to recall, and it's going to take her some time to get back up. She pops coin to start moving a little faster, even with her distortions, not home guards, but mobilities. So she'll get there soon. Looks like since Annie took that much damage, they want to like call off the siege a little bit. Maybe have other waves shove in their favor. Get top shoving, get mid shoving. And Drake's coming up anyway, so it looks like we're gonna take Drake. Fnatic's gonna take Drake, get their third Drake, get some movement speed, and start really taking over this game. Origen need to be careful right now. They need to just defend their base and look for an opportunity that they can get rid of this. Looks like Fnatic right now we're gonna start sieging this bot turret. Cannon Barrage down already. Yellowstar caught in it. Now Huni's stuck on the other side. Huni's taking a lot of damage. Reckless still isn't there yet. Reckless finally arrives. Rainover takes a lot of damage. Yellowstar takes a lot of damage. Looks like Azir is sitting in the corner right where he wants to be. Yellowstar taking more damage. Gets whimsied. Azir pushing out. Looks like they're just going to retreat at this point. They don't need to overextend and be greedy. No point of overextending there. Potentially giving up this game and their gold lead. Whoa, Azir being overextended. Cleanses the Bork. Annie's just going to come in and drop Tibbers on him. Yep, Peke being overextended with this Azir. Not respecting the Valkyrie of Corki. Neil's trying to put out as much damage as he can, but Huni just zoning him away from the rest of the team. That bot inhib goes down again. Not good for Origen. Now they need to defend the bot side and this mid turret without Azir for another 16 seconds. Equalizer down. Keeps them zoned between the turret. Cannon barrage down. Huni has to Zonias. Tristana chunking out Reckless. Everyone going right in. Huni flashes away. Everyone gets out. Very dangerous for Fnatic. Did not respect the burst of Soaz and the damage of Niels. And that could have went a lot worse for Fnatic. Huni and Reckless both had to burn flashes during that instant, during that mid lane siege. Febiman gonna pick up another blue buff. Definitely needed for Lulu. Keep that CDR lower. And keep that mana pool going. Yellow Star trying to get some vision back, making sure Origen didn't place any vision in their side. Now he's going to start clearing it out. He has a pink. Going to get that pink in, start putting that aggressive vision in. Him and Rainover coming in, start clearing it out. Double yellow for Fnatic. Looks like they have Febivin and Yellow Star only with sweepers. So it looks like we're gonna have another Baron dance. Cannon barrage down early again. Huni gets hit a bit, gets whimsied out, but it's okay due to the whimsy shield. Origen again pushing mid again, and Corki's gonna be able to split top with these minions pushing in bot. So as zoning the rest of Fnatic away. Doesn't look like they could get in, but it looks like Fnatic are also trying to keep them from recalling as well. Corki's still pushing top. Azir gets mid lane turret with Niels. Peke takes some damage. They really can't stop the recalls on that because they could get bursted easily. Corki's going to get this top lane inhib. Reckless gets the top lane inhib. Is able to get out, no problem. More clearing of the wards from Origen. Febivin coming in, just clearing their jungle, taking what he wants. Especially that blue buff. Even with that blue buff and Athene's, look how low her mana is still getting. Still getting low. She needs that blue buff to still do stuff and be relevant, even though she has an Athene's. Rainover doing scuttle. Viking killing that crab. I don't know if Vikings actually had crabs to eat and kill. I think it was more towards cattle. Ah. So Yellow Star and Rainover going into the jungle. Interesting combination if you think about it. Viking and a little girl walking through the jungle. Sounds like a confused tale of Little Red Riding Hood. So right now they're setting up again in this brush that they caught Mithy out earlier. Doesn't look like they're going to get anything. Looks like they're just going to be able to get this Baron. Nothing Origen can really do about it. Looks like there could be a Gangplank ult coming down any minute. Nielsen, yep, there's the Gangplank ult. Maybe being a little optimistic that he could steal it. Steal the Baron, but oh well. Baron number 3 for Fnatic. And top and bottom inhibs down for Origen. Not looking too good for them. The only thing positive right now is that they have super minions pushing that mid wave, so it is a little harder for Fnatic to siege this wave, to siege mid. Once Lulu gets there, I think it shouldn't be too much of an issue with her Glitter Lance and the amount of wave clear Corki even has. So there is the barrels. Barrels miss. Looks like Yellow Star's still clearing that vision. Doesn't want any TPs coming in. Huni and Reckless take a chunk from that barrel. Reckless looking for the flank. He's gonna land. He gets chunked. He's just gonna walk up to he should be walking up to Featherman. Gets the Whimsy shield. Doesn't take as much damage. Or if any, I think the Whimsy shield blocks all of it. They're pinging bot side turret now. They know. They know that they want that inhib back. Right now, Neil's just trying to protect this bot lane turret. This bot lane inhib. Let's see what happens from here. Looks like they're going in. Rainover pushing really far up. He does have Banshee's Veil, but still. There goes the Cannon Barrage. Rainover pushing really far up. Reckless takes a chunk. Reckless is going to have the Valkyrie over. Wild Growth on Reckless. Peke doing an immense amount of damage right now. Equalizer down. That's Rainover's going down. The Vikings down. Huni flashes in. Gets Monsoon. Gets Shurima. Tabor is down. There goes Huni. Reckless is still trying to do as much damage as he can. Reckless putting in a lot of work on this Corki. Looks like Fnatic are just going to walk away from that with what they have left. I mean, some of the top lane did take some of those minions out. Gangplank TPing into mid lane. I think that he's trying to get to Drake. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's being a bit optimistic that they could get to Drake. Yeah, it doesn't look that way. Dragon number 4 for Fnatic. Misses the barrel. Close. So it looks like Origen are just trying to push this mid wave up, keep it shoved, even though they have super minions there. Just try to pick up some farm. Blue for Febivin. I lost count how many blues he's gotten. I think that's like his 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was his 5th, I think. That Yordle really likes his blues. Now the pirate's taking the crab. That makes more sense. Judging he's on the ship so much. Really not much of a fisherman, I would assume. I feel he's more of an old pirate. Alright, let's see what happens from here on. It looks like we're standing mid lane right now. Looks like it's kind of an ARAM while this bot lane inhibitor... Oh, mid lane inhibitor respawned for Fnatic. I don't think they got that bot lane before. That bot lane inhibitor from Origen. So... Annie lands the Tibbers on Peke. Peke goes down immediately with that equalizer. Ragnarok popped on Rainover. Rainover goes down into it. Reckless doing an immense amount of work in this fight. Rahuni kills off amazing. Annie gets the kill, and there goes Soaz. Lands the rocket. Oh, Soaz still lives, but that's still game for Fnatic. Fnatic take this game 17-9. 44 minutes in. Fnatic are going to be the 2015 European LCS champions and will be heading to Worlds to represent Europe. Great showing from both of these teams. Both of these teams should be proud of how far they got. And it's still not over for Origen. They still can make it to Worlds. Huni does die to that at the end, but it doesn't matter. The game's over. Fnatic move on to Worlds. Look at that team. Look how great season from these rookies. Yellow Star really keeping this team in check. What a great split this was for this team, and a great finals. Game 5. Yellow Star grabbing the flag. Veterans on some sides, veterans on the other sides. Now you got Fnatic and old Fnatic. Peke, Soaz, Yellow Star, Reckless. What a great showing from these two teams. Fnatic really did well that game. Judging from how well the other team scaled, I'm surprised that they were able to keep that lead. Daylor, their coach, really did well with this team. His pick and bans were great. I don't know exactly what he does behind the scenes, but he did really well. Huni with the flag. There's the EU LCS summer champions. Fnatic taking it home in a 3-2 series against Origen. What a great showing. Alright. Thank you, Riot. That was my presentation for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to get in touch with you soon. Thank God that phone just rang after I finished.